Who is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redzwan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you.
Apa?
Prince Martin, Prince
Mereka tu
Captain
mau Chris
America
Martin ni. Semua nak ada Chris Martin eh. This
kan?
is hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
No,
It's
no,
your
no.
story.
No, it's like everyone is in love with Chris Martin. That's so true. Yeah. He's
I had
yeah,
to
but
let
he's a
him
really nice
go.
guy
Yeah, he's
lah.
a really nice
Yeah.
guy. Natasha Ozeir graces in style as she blossoms into living a purposeful life on her terms. In this episode, she shines the light on what it means to live on her terms. She discovers herself by understanding who she is to her best advantage. She realizes the insignificance she withstands is irrelevant to the bigger picture of life. As an entrepreneur and co founder of Pretty Suci, starting the business empowers her to take charge of her life by doing what she loves that relates to her as a woman. As she moves past her reflection, there are no secret ingredients to living on your terms. She encompasses the acknowledgement of what a great privilege it is to be human. The fulfillment with a sense of purpose is to bear no malice of the past and live for today. This is her story. Hi, Natasha.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's been a while since I last met you.
Yeah, like you said, I think
Huh?
like 10, 15 years ago,
15
right?
years ago, yes.
Real long time ago.
Very long
Yeah.
time. And I see you flourish, becoming
Ah,
ever so beautiful, like a
thank
superstar.
you. More and more of my own, I don't know, my own person,
Yeah.
understanding myself better, I guess.
Yeah. And it's been a journey. And I saw you 5 years ago you launched Pretty Suci. It's a
Correct.
makeup halal portal. I think that's an inspirational thing to do
Yeah.
as a woman. And I hope this conversation would entail how you see, accept, and move past your reflection to explore the founding and the creativity behind the business of Pretty Suchi. Also, to dive into how you embrace your authentic self with gratification and how to set the course to independence and freedom. It is to discover how you focus on your life that changed the future outcome, and hopefully
Wow.
you define what it means to live on
Wow,
your
I hope I
terms
answered this properly. Yeah, okay.
and how
Yeah.
you stay true to yourself in helping the audience, your audience in particular, to navigate a meaningful and purposeful life. What is the meaning of life on your terms according to you?
First and foremost, I think a lot of people that followed me on Instagram or my friends could see there's a lot of changes that I've been going through the past few years. I mean, the most obvious material one is I lost weight. You
Mhm,
know, um, I lost weight. I started my own businesses besides family businesses that I do and help run until today. I think, right, life, honestly, to me, for me personally, life, I mean, for everyone, I guess, life is a journey, you know what I mean?
mhm,
And as you get older or as you understand yourself better, I think you shine more, you flourish more when you understand
mhm,
yourself better. Because when you understand yourself better, your confidence level goes up, you know what you
mhm,
want, you move in your own beat. And I
mhm,
believe when I actually started doing all of that, I started shining more, in
mhm,
every aspect, in the most material aspect, as in looks. Also, you understand your body better, you understand how to look, you understand what works for you, you understand how to make yourself enhance your beauty, you know what I mean?
yeah.
In a sense of personality,
Mhm,
I stood my ground more. I understood what was my asset. in a sense of personality, like how if I'm like what do I know, what do I don't know, how do I work certain things, and alhamdulillah, it has worked to my advantage.
How do you feel about today and yourself 5 years ago? How different it is with all that going on?
I feel
Do you
good. I lost
you feel
weight in
good?
a
Yeah,
material sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I think I'm a lot more content, alhamdulillah,
Mm,
like in the sense that I used to be so worried about all these small, petty things, and they used to rile me up so much. But
mhm,
then now I feel like I have a bigger purpose, in life.
mhm,
And all these small, small things are like, are just small things that in actual fact, if you look at it properly, it's
mhm.
irrelevant to the bigger picture of your life.
That's true. Yeah.
So, so, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just more, some people who know me will be like, I would say maybe I'm more careless. I'm
Mhm.
more like lantak lah apa orang nak cakap, or
You're
lantak lah,
free.
whatever. I
Yeah.
feel more free.
You're
And
free.
like,
Yeah.
if I make a mistake, at least I made a mistake on my own terms. You know what I mean? And sometimes
Yes.
even nowadays, if in a sense of work or personal life or anything, if I made a mistake, yes, of course it's painful. But
Mhm,
as time passed by, I can laugh about it because I'm like, you know what? I made those mistakes on my own terms, and I learned a lot from those mistakes.
yeah.
Like strength is not something that you just say. You get strength in the journey. That's what I really
Yeah.
learned.
Yeah.
You can't just say it. So that journey of what I've gone through or the ups and downs of life is
Mhm.
really where I found my strength to be who I want to be and be more fun, more chilled,
Mm,
more relaxed, just
yeah.
like deep but not deep. You know what I mean? It's just like don't
Yes.
take
Yeah.
life too seriously. That's it.
I get what you
Really,
mean.
bigger picture, guys. Like whatever, let's just roll it.
The fact that those little petty stuff drives us crazy, can? Those
Correct.
little stuff.
Sometimes you need all these bad things to happen to you to inspire you to change and grow. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So if not, and I also believe like you don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe and trust and let go and see what happens. And like that's really my motto in life. And like for
Mm-hmm.
me as a Muslim, like I think it's just trust in Allah and trust in God. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in any sort of way religious or anything, but you just got to
Yeah,
trust in something and have a believe that something is bigger than you and just trust the process. Like I said, lah.
yeah, yeah. But I feel upset sometimes. Like, why this is my life? Why this is why? I keep asking those questions. Although my mom or my wife sometimes tell me, you got to trust God, trust the process that God gives you something for a reason. What do you think of that? Why do people like me sometimes struggle with trusting, not just myself, but the divine spirit, God?
I I honestly don't think it's just you. I think
Hmm?
I think if someone is religious, okay, like that, I cannot speak for other people lah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I
I
know.
think it's for all, macam
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I don't know, because I honestly believe, not to sound religious or anything, I
Mm-hmm.
honestly believe because you don't trust God enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at it now. There are days also
Yeah.
I'm like, Ya Allah, kenapa like still me? Still,
Yes,
why can't I
yes,
get it my way? Or I've been struggling,
yes.
or I've been trying for so long and I still haven't gotten the results that I want and all that. But then
Mm-mm.
sometimes I believe that, like for me, I'm like, maybe God thinks I'm not ready and He is the best planner. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe I have more pain now, and then in you never know, in few years time I'll have more happiness than pain. Some
Mm-hmm.
people have a lot of happiness now, but then they'll have pain later. Some people have
Mm-hmm.
it both ways. Some people are just tested more. And
Mm-hmm.
I also believe when Allah tests you is because He believes you can handle it. Or
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
message in everything now. But that
yeah.
is why also as I get older and
Mm-hmm.
I choose to put my trust in Allah. That's it.
Well said. Well said. And how do you see yourself now? Move past your reflection, the person that you were before, and the person that you are now, and your future.
There's no secret ingredient to this. Life
Ken?
and all this is like you don't have there's no secret to it. It's just the journey, and how you take it. Like to me, I believe if you don't leave your past in the past, it will destroy your
Mm-hmm.
future. Live for what
Mm,
today has to offer. Really, not for what yesterday has taken away. Because if
Mhm.
not, I'll be dwelling macam kenapa lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, betul. Yeah, yeah. Now you spoke about how starting a business, one of your businesses, which is Pretty Suci, has changed you as a person. How did Pretty Suci was found? What does it mean to you in your life? And how does, establishing Pretty Suci change you as a person? And how can it impact the community? Because I see you on your social media sharing your makeup tutorials and then share your thoughts on beauty. How does that all work for you?
Starting Pretty Suchi is actually one of the things that I wanted to do to take charge of my own life and things that I liked. I mean, I
Mhm,
like doing. So before that, I still do work for my family company, and we're agriculture-based company, and we do
mhm.
developments and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
after I started working very young at the age of 21 and 22, maybe
Mhm,
not start fully working, but like 50-50, like start sibuk-sibuk, buat kerja. I've always been a person that wanted to work and achieve something.
mhm,
Um, so after a while, I was like, you know what, I want to do something for myself, something that I like, something that I enjoy, something that is like relates to me as a woman.
mhm,
And then I was talking to my friend Tengku Kaisha, and
mhm,
then I was like, I want to do something that is fun, something that I like. Then she's like, oh, why don't we do makeup? I didn't want to do just makeup. I was like, okay,
yeah.
that's so
Mm,
normal and boring. So I
mhm,
was like thinking about it. Then I was like, you know what, Kaisha, why don't we do something that is more relatable to us as modern Muslim women? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And because as modern Muslim women, we're always trying to better ourselves or trying to be a better Muslim. And one
Mhm,
of the things that I found for me was that um, I always had issues with bila nak pergi sembahyang tapi dengan makeup ni tak halal, lepas tu tak boleh pakai makeup. And because I'm a working
mhm,
woman, and
mhm,
I'm the type yang always have to have makeup on if I go out and stuff like that. So I'm like, ni susah ni. So in the end, sometimes it's not an excuse, but I jadi malas. So
mhm,
I was like, you know what? Why don't we do halal makeup?
mhm,
Since there's not
mhm,
much halal makeup in the market,
mhm.
and halal products were growing rapidly at that time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? Why don't we do this? And then she was like, yeah, let's do halal makeup, something different, something relatable to us, and something that we can connect with, lah. So that's how
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
started Pretty Suchi actually. And Alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful. We did very well the first few years,
Mhm,
and we started really small. We just started on Instagram actually before even a website or anything, and then we
mhm.
sold out on Instagram, and then we started a website because we started really small with very little funds. And because to
Yes. Yeah.
produce the makeup itself already cost us a lot, you
Yeah.
know.
It's
So for
expensive. Yeah.
marketing and all, susah tau, marketing
Yeah.
and pay for that and all that. So, but we were lucky enough and fortunate enough to have a lot of celebrity friends.
Mhm,
So that's what we use lah, kita menggunakan
mhm.
kawan-kawan selebriti kita,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And then
To a
buat muka
good
tak malu lah,
advantage.
call, guys, help, and then we
Yeah.
got
Yeah. Yeah.
sponsors and all that. So
Yeah.
that's how we did it. And then like after a year of being in the market, we got an email from Sephora. And then I
Mm.
was like, is this a prank? Like, and then they asked us to come for a meeting. So I was like, so me and Kaisha called each other and we're like, Kaisha, is this a prank or what? And then they said
Mm.
they were interested in our products. And then I was like, really? So, and then we went to Sephora, which was in Mid Valley for the meeting. I was like, oh my God, this is really Sephora's building. This is not a prank. So when we went for the
Yeah.
meeting,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, we would like to store your products in our stores." And I was like, "What?" And they were like, they loved the story of the product, they
Mhm,
loved the design of the packaging, and they loved that it was halal. It was something different. And even they said
mhm,
the design because we didn't go super modern. Because I was like, it's
mhm,
halal product. We went back to the old school feel for the packaging with flowers, feeling beautiful. It's
mhm.
not like the sleek, clean looks. It was very
Yeah.
macam you
Yeah.
rasa macam what was that brand dulu tu? So I wanted
Um.
to those
Yeah.
flower yang
Yeah.
dulu bedak
Yeah.
orang pakai.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
because when you buy something, you want to live through it. So especially for people, some people who are not fortunate enough to do certain things, for them spending money or buying anything, it's
Mhm.
not just using the product, it's also the feel of it, you know.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
wanted, because it's makeup, so I wanted people to feel macam, wow, cantiknya, so pretty, so like, you know, girly. And yeah, and Sephora loved it. They were like, we loved it that you're not trying to go modern, you're not trying to, you know, you start sticking to this old school touch, and we loved your story. And from there, we were stored in five Sephora's in Malaysia, and we were the first halal brand to ever enter Sephora.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's amazing because they came look for you, and
correct,
yeah, and then being the first halal brand to be in the store. Have you been able to
correct.
go to the global Sephora as well, just so to speak?
No, we have
Not
not.
yet, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I must say that
Mm-hmm,
when we launched Suci and all that,
mm-hmm,
right before COVID hit, we wanted to release new products.
mm-hmm,
And thank God we didn't, because even
mm-hmm,
in general, Sephora downsized majorly,
mm-hmm,
even with their products, because you were not allowed to use testers and all that.
mm-hmm,
So because of that, after us, they brought in dark cosmetics as well.
mm-hmm,
But not just the local brands,
mm-hmm,
also Sephora really downsized. So a lot of brands that were not making,
mm-hmm,
they basically got us off the shelves lah, which is
mm-hmm.
understandable because people were
Yeah,
not trying. And until
yeah.
today, also you cannot try tau. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
problem because of COVID.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But also Pretty Sushi is also a portal for.
I would like to say we are the halal version of Sephora. We have our own products and we
Mm-hmm.
carry other people's products from all around the world.
Okay.
But to be very honest with you, right now, Pretty Suchi is really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just for us, even the brands that are on our
Mm-hmm.
platform are not promoting anything. Yet I
Yes.
think that because of COVID, a lot of people
Yeah.
are more into skincare
Yes.
than
Yes.
makeup. Even for
Mm-hmm.
Sephora, like 70% of their sales for color products all dropped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
You know what
it
I
is.
mean?
It is the pandemic. It's
And then you
such a
can
thing.
pakai
Yeah.
mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
cannot wear
So
lipstick in particular, kan? Because the
there's
mask
no
will
point.
ruin everything. And then
And
when you
everybody
take
was
off
really
your
focused.
mask, they
Correct. And
tadi
hancur. Yeah.
risoro.
So everybody was very much focusing on
Skincare.
mask,
Yeah.
skincare, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Mm.
understandable lah. So
Okay.
I don't know. So for the moment, I do not know. If you ask me honestly, the direction of Pretty Suchi, I
Mm-hmm.
just want to see how the market is picking up back.
Okay.
And then maybe by next year, then I will decide lah where we're going
Mm-hmm.
with that, you know?
But it's also it's good to talk about it now because you might be able to make a comeback. The things that you plan for
Let's
Pretty
see.
Suchi
Let's
next
see.
year, yeah,
Yeah. So
and
let's
a
see.
comeback that it starts
Yeah.
small again, perhaps because I'm seeing a lot of uh, people are starting up again, building up themselves
True,
from
true.
the
Yeah.
fall. But how does it um, change you as a person?
I felt really empowered. I
Yeah,
loved it. It was
yeah,
something that I was doing. I mean, something that I love doing, something that was very relatable to me as a woman and
mm-hmm,
also as a Muslim woman. And I felt that because one thing, I honestly believe everyone is beautiful. You know what I mean?
yes,
So, in their own ways. But
yeah,
I believe some people need a lesson or two in
mm-hmm,
enhancing their beauty. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
mm-hmm,
So it felt good to me because I felt that I was empowering other women as well through my makeup to try to be the best that they can be. Because when you look good, you feel good. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And it shows, it reflects. It really
it really
does.
does. It
It
really
really
does.
does.
Yeah.
And speaking of women, why is being independent and having the freedom is important for women?
I think that, being independent just means that you get to live on your own terms. And I think that's
Uh,
very important that you do not become dependent on anyone in a sense of emotionally or financially. Um, Financially, it's
mhm,
sad. I mean, it's not, I don't know if it's sad or not, but it is true. Being financially independent for a man or a woman
mhm.
really lets you live life in your own with
On
I mean in your
terms.
own rules, in your own ways,
Yeah,
on your own
yeah,
terms, everything.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it is true. Having money does empower you, does
Mhm,
make you feel content. you
Hmm.
know, not because money gives you the option to say yes or no if you have your
Hmm.
own money. Money doesn't make, if you have your own money, money doesn't push you to do things that you do not want to do because you're already financially secured. Money also, in some sort of way, like gives you the small little happinesses that you want when it comes to material items, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
For a mother, money gives their children option in whatever they want, and that makes them feel good. Therefore, that empowers them and makes them feel content. You know,
yes,
for a
yes,
daughter, for a daughter having money to give your parents also makes you see their joy and makes you feel their joy and makes you feel content too. You know,
yeah. I agree with that. I mean, totally agree because I have lost my financial freedom since I quit my
correct. Yeah.
job.
How do you feel? How do you feel
Oh,
about that? This whole journey and process actually.
it when I had mental torture, it was a mental torture losing my financial freedom because I worked my entire life. Then I married a spouse who wanted to pursue her dream. Then I had to, sacrifice some of the things that I've done in the past. And now that I have a child, it is more her as a focus because it's the one is the breadwinner. So literally, I have my own um, set of financial freedom. So basically, it's depending on someone. But then at the same time, you know,
But you're
um,
giving back by looking after the child, right?
yes, that's the only way that I'm giving back on top of other
Yeah.
things. Yeah, but it's
But your life is like, your life is a
it's
journey. Your life has not ended. This is
yeah.
probably the dynamics now, but you
Yes,
never
it
know.
is.
Dynamics
Yes,
might change. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
But of course, when it first started, it was very difficult. It was very
I
difficult.
can
The
imagine.
trying to adjust between who is the head of the household. It
Yeah.
was me,
Because
and
of the
then
respect part.
yes, because then I
Yeah.
struggle with identity because the role transferred to her. So she manages, financially and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I'm like, I'm confused. I'm confused, and
Yeah. Yeah.
become the woman. So because I am
Yeah.
that with that
Yeah.
personality, and I'm not ashamed of that, but
No, I applaud you for this.
yeah,
It's really not easy. Yeah.
it's
I
not.
respect. Yeah. But
And
like
I now understand how housewives or are dealing
feel,
with
right?
yeah, I do now.
Correct.
I
Yeah, because you're
really do
living on
now.
not really, but you are more on the terms of the wife because the wife is the breadwinner, you know?
Yes, yes. But I'm supporting her, and I have this conversation a lot. But at the same time, what makes me as a person is no longer me as a man, like you said. It's no longer
Mm.
me as a man or a woman, but it's me as a person. What am I contributing now, apart from just taking care of my son and being the caretaker of the house, for example? Yeah.
I want to say to you that I believe that if you take yourself out of the equation and think of you and your wife and your child as a team,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like you work as a team, so whoever can get more or does better, let them do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
But it's not easy. I agree with you 100%. It's
Yes.
not easy as a man,
Mhm.
but I don't know, like I said, life is a journey, this is probably her
It is.
time and it's probably your
Yeah.
time later,
Yeah.
and at
Yeah.
least you get to spend time with your
Yes.
child and
But of course now I don't wish to change anything. I love being I love being a parent, a stay-at-home dad, and having
yeah,
to
because the picture is bigger than yourself, right? And you see
yes,
what you're doing for
yes,
others.
yes, and then my son doesn't have to go to, a daycare.
Correct.
And then we live in a very small remote town, yeah, and it's literally nothing here and it's the
Yeah,
same way
yeah.
as we were in the US. It's very, it's a big country, so it's far
True.
to go anywhere. So I get to focus more on my family, but of course I had lived that life and I miss that life. I admire people
You get to
that
do a podcast what you like,
but now, yes, there is this podcast that I love it so much. It's my therapy, since my therapy. I no longer
Yeah,
go
it's
to
actually good.
therapy, but this is my therapy, and I talk to people like you who share
Yeah,
struggles and successes, failures, how, finding
yeah.
themselves in their journey. It's amazing because I feel that I'm not alone.
This whole, like, when people say struggles of life, dude, everyone is struggling.
And yeah, yeah.
When you think, this is how I get through. If I think I'm special, like,
Hmm.
oh my God, why is okay? Of course, I'm more fortunate than others, but why am I
Yeah.
struggling? Like, oh my God, there's 10 people more struggling than me. You know what I mean? Like, has
Mm.
a harder life than me.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
every single human in this world is in it together. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just
Yeah.
different struggles. It's different
It's just
struggles.
different struggles. And I'm
Different
not the
struggles.
type that tipu ke cover ke tak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
always
yeah.
like, dude, life is so hard. I want to, or like, I cannot do this.
I
Oh my
feel
God,
you.
work is
Yeah,
so hard.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'm like, I don't need to portray this beautiful picture because I know deep down inside to the person that I'm talking to is also struggling.
Yes,
You know, like,
totally
let's
agree.
just chill.
Yeah,
Life is so tough already
yeah.
every day. I'm not going to fake it some more,
Hmm. Hmm. It's true. And
I
I
honestly believe,
talking
yeah.
about talking about fake. I mean, I'm tired of faking my laughter sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes I
yeah,
have to
yeah,
show
yeah.
that my life is perfect, but when it's not. And I
No.
think that's when it started to get very difficult for me, that I had depression because I couldn't accept that I no longer live the life that I love. I mean, I love
It,
this life. What I meant to say is I
but
cannot be
yeah,
this
yeah, for
person. You know
you,
what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, yeah,
the religion
yeah,
part where I cannot be
yeah.
myself. Um,
Yeah, correct. True.
so this is like the relationship that I think when God gave me this kind of relationship, I feel like wow, this
Yeah.
is most calm, calmest. Like I used to get
True.
hurt a lot.
Yeah, true.
I don't want it
Yeah.
anymore. And my wife said this is a good path. Let's just start build this relationship together, and we accept each other as who we are. And as far as it goes, I'm counting days for more days. But again, I tell
And your wife
people
is very accepting of it?
is very accepting of it. My in-laws are accepting of it. They're very religious, and I am, I parties and all that. They knew, and then of course when I came to the family, they're like, "It's okay. Time has changed, and this is time for you. If you choose this path, then it's yours." Because I can also choose not to choose this path. You know what I mean? It's
Oh, that's
something that
amazing. That's so
this
amazing,
is
okay?
something that I can choose, something I can choose. Go
Yeah,
to marry someone in America and leave. But do I want to
yeah,
leave my family here? No. But at
yeah.
the same time, I still believe in my faith that, and I have lived that life, and I feel like this is my journey because it could have gotten worse for me.
Bagus lah your wife and the family. Respect,
But
man.
betul, very respect. I macam mula-mula I got this really got sent because when I was in Mecca, I prayed something. I prayed that it doesn't matter who I meet, but please, find someone because I want to be with someone. But I never thought I would get married or have a kid. But lagi-lagi ada anak kan. But at the same time, I macam, okay lah, this is my life now. But of course, we have our struggles too, Tasha. Um,
Of course lah, Kai.
Can when I was single, I had my struggle. When I'm married, also I got my struggle. So there's no right or wrong way being single or
True,
married. Yeah.
true, true, true.
So so I think it's beautiful for someone like you and myself to share this because a lot of people are scared to come to their
Yeah,
truth and live authentically.
true, true.
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh my God, more than,
Mm-hmm.
like for me, I'm like 37 and I'm not married yet. And to say that um, I didn't have any like prospects, ke,
Mm-hmm.
proposals, ke, ada.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Of course, I've dated and stuff like that. But and everyone's like, oh, kenapa tak kahwin lagi? Kenapa tak kahwin lagi? Kenapa tak kahwin lagi? I I could have gotten married so many times if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I just chose and I choose happiness first.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have not felt it. No one has brought me to my knees. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm a very logical person as well, in a sense that I want it both. Some people say maybe I want too much. Okay, maybe now I'll compromise a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I want it both. It's very important for me to see the
Yeah,
whole bigger
yeah,
picture
yeah,
and the purpose of it, you know.
yeah.
I can be in love, like you said, and just kahwin je lah, you know, oh my God, I love you
Mm-mm,
so much. But then I'm a very realistic person. I'm like, ini,
mm-hmm.
this is more lust than anything, you know. This is not
Betul.
sustainable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
not
Yeah.
sustainable, you know.
Life
And
is
I'm
not
like,
sustainable. Yeah.
no, it's not. And like, I'm
No.
like,
Yeah.
I need I need a friendship in this because I believe that even in a relationship, we fall in and out of love all the time, you know. Half the
Mm,
time, I don't love you anymore. I can't stand being around you or whatever, you know. But
mm.
if you respect that person and you have a friendship there and you respect his personality or you get along very well or anything, you will fall back in love. So you will fall in and
Yeah.
out of love. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So that's
Yeah.
why I put macam, you know, I'm looking for someone that will give me that, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yes, yes.
So yeah,
You'll find it. I never thought I found her like she was
true, true.
my
And I believe
friend.
that. You see, she was your friend.
My
Exactly, my
friend.
point.
We had
Yeah,
nothing. And now she had her
yeah,
boyfriend. I had, my life
yeah.
and everything. Suddenly, like, you know what? Let's just get together, whatever.
Yeah, but
And
more
I'm
than anything is friendship.
it's friendship. Yeah, it's almost 8 years
Yes.
now.
Happiness also is so important. The meaning of,
Betul.
if you ask me what's the meaning of life,
Mm-hmm.
life has no meaning. You create your meaning, which is happiness to find
Mm-hmm.
something, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I want you to
yeah,
be happy, but I also want you to
yeah.
be more your religion. So I pun macam, I tak tahu lah what is
Tak
the
boleh nak
solution
pilih
to that
kan?
sebenarnya.
Tak
Tak
boleh
boleh nak
kan?
pilih.
Ah, tak
Ya, tak
boleh
boleh nak
because
pilih.
I have to choose either that
Hmm,
or that. It's God or that. But then of course I can choose either or I want to because life is about choices. Betul. And
betul.
if I were to again,
Unless you go back to this thing that I said just now lah, you have to find something
ah,
that's bigger
ah,
than you. And
yes.
if you believe, you know, you Allah is bigger than you, then you know, you
Mm-mm.
just
Yeah, I choose
serve
that.
Allah. Then, inshallah, your heart will change.
But in my
But you must be
experience,
happy. But you must be happy lah. I don't know. I'm a
but
very
in and
big
out, Tasha, I tak
person.
boleh nak happy. I tak boleh. In that side,
Ah,
tak
itu
boleh.
susah
In,
tau.
so I tak tahu kenapa. Why I feel like I'm being challenged like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I really believe in like more and more. I'm seeing it day by day. Like if I
Yeah.
just trust in Him, because you have to trust in something. Might as well I
Can?
trust in Allah daripada trust in
Yeah.
people. They can hurt you ke apa
Ah,
ke. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah.
I just try. I'm putting my
Eh,
trust in
that
you. That's
that is
it. You know.
beautiful. Better to trust God than trust people that who can cheat you or do
Correct.
shit to you. Where God doesn't do
Exactly. Family
anything.
members also can break your heart. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Can?
Yeah.
Can? Wow, that's
Exactly.
really nice. That's a
I,
revelation to me. To
what else you
me.
gonna trust? You tell me. Then the
Mm-mm, tak
higher
ada.
power, like you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So sometimes now I'll just when I'm stressed I'll just talk to him. I'm like, Ya Allah, please
Mm-mm,
please give me the meaning of this. What is this? You know. And
mm-mm.
I don't know. I feel a lot more calm, you know, because not when things don't happen for me, I'm like, okay, this is God's planning. Just trust Him.
How do you embrace yourself in living authentically in the aspect of beauty? And I know you love to share your beauty secrets, your beautiful dresses, your makeup.
There are no ugly people. I believe you need to, in a sense of beauty, you need to understand yourself better and what works for you. What works for you might not work for others, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
you really gotta like understand now. So much I want people to understand that you everyone is beautiful in their own way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like for example, like enhancing your own features or anything. You know, let's say lah, people like Uma Thurman, she's got a
Mm-hmm.
big nose, but
Mm-hmm.
she carries it with confidence and understands beauty. That in the end, people pandang her as unique.
Yes, yes.
You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
look at Rita Ora,
I
Rita
love
Ora
it.
is really not
Yeah,
chantik, you know.
yeah, yeah.
To me, if no makeup, no nothing, but she used she enhanced it and she made the best of her features. And
Yes.
it's unique. Lagi sekali. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yes, yes, yes.
Rihanna
Wow.
rocking, like she put on a lot of weight. And look how Rihanna rocks it with like her perut terkeluar, her thighs. And I'm just like, Ya Allah, ni
Mm.
kalau I buat macam ni. Tapi
Mhm.
because she walks it with confidence, you're like,
She looks
damn, you
good.
actually look
Yeah.
good. You look
Can?
good, you know?
The
Like, yeah,
confidence shines the beauty, everything.
yeah.
Can?
So it
Wow.
comes down to the journey, being content, the experience, and understanding yourself. It's about you. And it's about you and being independent and financially independent. Then you can do what you want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Money is not everything, but it is also everything. That I
Yeah.
believe. Because it
Yes. Yeah.
gives you so much things in a sense. Like I said, it opens so much doors, it gives you so much freedom in a sense of life, beauty, everything. You can buy what you
Yeah.
want, you can
Yeah.
do what you want, you follow your own rules. And you know, I don't know. It's the journey of it, you know.
Beautiful. Well said. Well said. And I
And
heard people say this somewhere. Money isn't everything, but everything is money.
that is true. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's a good quote.
Can
Yeah, that is true.
everything is
It's
money.
sad, but it is true.
It
Okay,
is
but
true.
I also believe,
Uh,
what I rasa orang selalu silap, is
yeah.
that some people have more money than other people, right?
Yes.
With a little bit of money, if you know yourself and understand yourself, you can make the best out of it. You know what I mean? When I was younger, my family's not the type to give me a lot of like cash or whatever, but I studied a lot. I researched a lot on what works for me, what doesn't. I go to vintage shops to buy
Mm-hmm.
clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I buy like clothes online and just mix it up and all that. So that's why. So macam money ni senang untuk, okay, but if you have money but you don't understand yourself and you don't have style pun, doesn't take you anywhere.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. So
I don't
true.
know if you're trying to understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
I
You know,
totally understand.
so many people that don't have money but are still looks good and still so authentic to themselves, but rocks it well, But that's why I say end of the day, it's just coming down to being content and understanding yourself.
Mm,
Really, guys, it's about your own journey and story.
yes.
Don't
And
ever get that mixed up.
yeah. And owning that, I think it's powerful.
And
To own
owning
that
that.
is very
Yeah.
powerful.
But you
Yeah.
need to go through the journey to own it.
Yeah. And the journey makes who you are. The journey makes you,
Correct.
it creates
Correct.
your character, it builds you as a person. And the person that you
You
are
find the
today,
power in the journey.
there you
You
go.
understand the story in your journey.
Yes. Yes.
I really believe that. Who I am today is the stories of life, what you see, what you learn, the journey. Everything's about the journey, guys. Honestly.
Mhm. Your journey, you can't escape that journey. And owning that journey to discover yourself and find who
That's the
you
most powerful
truly are is
thing.
very powerful. Yeah. What is your biggest challenge in life and how do you overcome it?
The biggest challenge in life for me isn't is handling everything with grace, respect, and trying to be respectful to people and
Mm-hmm.
not hurt people during my journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes when like I said, life, life is not always smooth sailing. But what I want to try to do is, yeah, life is not always smooth sailing, but I want to try to go through it with
Mm-hmm.
patience, grace, and respect. And
Yeah.
try not to hurt the people around me and try to still please the people around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like sometimes when
Yeah.
you go through it, you just lose it.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's so easy to
yeah,
lose it. It's so easy to
it's
lose
just
it.
so easy in every aspect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay, in another sense, also is for people to take me seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like because of my background or my age or
Mm-hmm.
how I am and personality, because I can be very loud and like um, I'm a very like extrovert person.
Yeah.
So sometimes because of the whole package, people don't really take me seriously. You know what I mean? So I have
Mm-hmm.
to double work to prove myself that I know what I'm doing or what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
My God, the biggest challenge in life is life itself, lah, in every aspect, I
Can
think. Yeah.
life it is the
It's the
biggest challenge. And
life is the biggest challenge.
how do you
Yeah.
overcome it? You just live.
You just live.
You
Live
just
and trust
live.
in Allah.
Live and trust
Honestly,
in
live
Allah.
and
What is your message to anyone who's struggling right now and hope, and dream of being who they wish to be and achieving their goals in life?
you don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens, man. Like,
Okay.
there's no secret ingredient to it. There's no, like, There's
There's
nothing.
no manual. There's no manual.
That's so true.
Huh?
There's no manual to
Huh?
life.
There's no
There is
manual to life.
absolutely, yeah, there's no manual. Like struggling, but people need to remember struggling is not your identity. You know what I mean? You must learn to live within your struggles
Mm.
and never forget that. Some people, when they're struggling or whatever, you shut down and
Okay.
it's you, your energy will be that. And when your energy is that, I think it will be very hard for you to move forward,
Yes, yes.
because you're like people say, like when you give out good energy, when you give out positive energy, positive things will come back to you. And I truly believe that. People need to know struggling is not your identity. You must learn to live while you struggle. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So such that anyone who sees you can separate the struggles from your life and what is your life and what is struggling. You really got to understand that.
And what are your words of wisdom you hold on to make a difference in life?
Be happy, live life, enjoy the journey, understand the journey.
What are your hopes and dreams for yourself, for the world, for anything you can think of?
My hopes and dreams. I'm a really, okay, I don't know if I'm a simple person, but I just want to be, what's that quote? Better. I just want to be better in every aspect every day. I just want to grow
Yeah.
every day. My biggest fear in life is not growing. I want to
Mhm.
be a better daughter. I want to be a better businesswoman. I want to be better in every aspect, in every small way. I'm
Mhm.
grateful if I grow. I just want to keep on growing.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
not in the perfect way, right? Just grow.
No,
Grow in
no,
every possible way, y- authentically you as a person, and at the same time in every aspect that you can think of.
correct.
Yeah.
In every, yeah, 100%. Like my
Yeah.
biggest fear is to being like, if you call me back in 1 year and I'm still at the
Uh-huh.
same place, or if you call me back in 1 week and I still have the same, I'm like, come on,
Right. 1 year later, maybe 5 years later, I'll call you, Natasha. Come back on my show and let's see what's Tasha today.
correct. I probably say the same thing. Still growing. Still trying to figure out life.
Oh, this is.
I think that if you're 90 or so, you still haven't figured out life, lah.
Oh
You know.
yeah, yeah, and I'm in my 30s now. I still haven't figured out anything.
No, every
Uh,
age changes.
yeah, but
You
it
know what?
does.
Just live, be
Hmm.
happy, live, be happy, live, be happy, live, be happy.
Yeah, yeah, and I think you are beautiful. Just the way you
Oh,
are.
thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you for having this conversation with me. I'm so blessed and so honored to
I'm so grateful that
really
you thought of me.
feature you. Thank you,
Thank
Natasha.
you,
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Ridzwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Ridzwan.